Vince McMahon is dead wrong for what he did to Bret the Hitman Hart back in 1997 at the Survivor Series. Vince, you made the deal. 20 years with creative control. You guys all seen Wrestling with Shadows, and if you haven't, go check it out. It was one of the first wrestling documentaries before the movie Beyond the Mat came out back in 1999. It gave you the inside scoop behind the scenes, breaking the walls of kayfabe. You saw firsthand Vince McMahon backing out on his deal in that documentary. His claim was that he couldn't afford to pay Bret that deal because he was afraid that Shawn, Taker, and other top stars would ask for the same amount of money. Much like Michael Oakdale said in his previous video, just a few months later, he ended up paying Mike Tyson double that money. The truth was, Vince was down with the clique, and he loved Shawn Michaels. When Vince approached Bret to do the job in Montreal, it didn't make any business sense. Let's face it, if it wasn't for people like Bret Hart, Vince McMahon would have never had the European fan base thanks to Bret. Much like he didn't have, if it wasn't for Bret, he wouldn't have the Canadian fan base either. It's like killing a town. It didn't make any business sense. It was all to humiliate Bret the Hitman Hart. And when Bret refused to do that, and he was going over ways that he could drop the title, Vince wasn't trying to hear it. And I'm so sick and tired of hearing all these other wrestlers, especially wrestlers that were close to Bret as close friends, saying, oh, Bret should have done business, Bret should have just dropped the belt in Montreal, it doesn't matter where you drop it. Listen, back then, things were different. Guaranteed contracts weren't being thrown around like they are today, where you get a guaranteed money. See, back then, when you're the world champion, you're the highest grossing champion in the company. Your stock is top notch. And when a guy wants to chop you down and destroy your stock, destroy your reputation, and kill you in your own town, that just goes to show you where his mindset is to take Bret out before he heads over to WCW. Bret didn't want to go to WCW. Vince pushed him out. And the thing is that these people talk about time-honored traditions. Vince couldn't be trusted. As much as I love Vince for the great childhood he has given most of us throughout the years, he's wrong here. So in the end, Bret Hart got screwed. Bret knew Shawn was in on it, but spared his life because he knew he would hand his right over to him. At the end of it, when you look at the Wrestling with Shadows documentary, Bret Hart knocked Vince McMahon out with one shot. I would love to hear what you guys think about the Montreal screw job. Did Bret do the right thing? Is Bret wrong or is he right? Let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you soon.